Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
He's laughing his sick fucking ass off. He's a tight ass. He's a sadist.
Okay, when I introduce you, I'm gonna say, this is a friend of mine. That means you're a connected guy. Now, if I said instead, this is a friend of ours, that would mean you were a made guy. Capiche?
Boys, we're back in business.
Our true enemy has not yet shown his face.
Brother, you are going down.
Hooah!
You think you're big time? You're gonna fucking die big time. You ready? Here come the pain.
Hi everyone and welcome back to yet another installment of my Al Pacino review series, the only review series on YouTube covering each and every one of Al Pacino's movies from his legendary career. This is episode 8 of season 2, and in today's episode we're covering another crime drama gangster film epic with Pacino reuniting with his Scarface director Brian de Palma for 1993's Carlito's Way. Oh yes. In which Al Pacino once again plays a Latino gangster. This time around it's Puerto Rican ex-con Carlito Brigante. Also starring Sean Penn, Penelope Ann Miller, John Leguizamo, James Reporn, Luiz Guzman, among others. A film many people often compare to Scarface, and although there are certain similarities, tonally the two films couldn't be more different, from each other. Whereas Scarface was sort of a more flashy rise and fall sort of gangster story. This is a more reflective piece, almost a sort of, it is a redemption story of sorts. A gangster looking for redemption, looking for a way out of the life. And does he succeed? Well, you gotta watch the movie to find out, obviously, but we are going to take a look at the movie nonetheless. So without any further ado, here's my review for 1993's Carlito's Way. The plot of the movie goes as follows. After serving 5 years of a 30-year prison sentence, Carlito Brigante, played by Al Pacino, is freed on a legal technicality exploited by his lawyer Dave Kleinfeld, played by Sean Penn. He vows to go straight and to live life as a fine, upstanding citizen. He buys into a nightclub and begins saving money to move to the Bahamas, where a friend of him can get him a legitimate job as a car salesman. He meets up with his old love Gail, played by Penelope Ann Miller, who shows him the person he can be in a happy life. But old associates and old instincts suck him back into a world of violence and mistrust. It's a wonderfully told tale and superbly directed by Brian de Palma yet again. Al Pacino yet again absolutely kills it here as Carlito Brigante. The man is just born to play these kind of roles. Absolutely stellar job, and as I mentioned, despite it being a Latino gangster role, Carlito couldn't be any further from Tony Montana. Pacino definitely plays him very differently to that character. Wonderfully nuanced performance by the man. It's absolutely top stuff as usual. Penelope Ann Miller does great too as Carlito's love interest Gail. The pair have excellent chemistry and the scenes between the two are absolutely wonderful. Rumor has it the two actually had a bit of a thing going on offset, but I don't think it ended well. Whatever the case, their chemistry is definitely on display here and they make for a great on-screen couple. Sean Penn is almost completely unrecognizable as slimy sleazeball lawyer Dave Kleinfeld and gives a absolutely superb performance as well. Apparently the crazy perm hairstyle that he has was Penn's own idea for the character, and De Palma loved it so much he decided to keep it as it is. Excellent performance by Sean Penn for sure. The rest of the supporting cast are great too. Luiz Guzman as Carlito's bodyguard and second-in-command Pachanga does a fine job, as does John Leguizamo as Benny Blanco from the Bronx, who turns out to be a real foil to Carlito, but you'll have to watch the movie to find out in which capacity. Ingrid Rogers as Steffi, who works at the nightclub and becomes Sean Penn's girlfriend, was great too, and she had some nice scenes and funny moments. Special mention also to James Reporn, who previously appeared with Pacino in Send a Woman as well. He plays the district attorney here who is out to get Carlito back in jail. He does a great job as well. Directing and acting is all top stuff here. The movie upon release did well enough with audiences but did receive mixed reviews from critics sadly. Money-wise, the film was a slight box office disappointment, not making nearly as much money as was hoped for. On an estimated budget of $30 million, the film ended up making close to $64 million worldwide. Not too bad, but still not as much as the studio would have liked, I'm sure. Over the years, the film has really become a cult classic and is looked upon fondly by Pacino and gangster movie fans alike, with the film usually coming in high on many people's lists of greatest crime movies and greatest Pacino films.
with some people even preferring it to Scarface. Now, I definitely wouldn't go that far myself, as you guys know, but there's no denying it's an excellently well-made film in all aspects. My final rating for it is 9 stars out of 10, yet another highly recommended movie from Al Pacino's career. Check it out if you haven't already, especially if you're already a fan of similar mob and gangster movies. Well, in that case, it's definitely a must-watch.
So there you guys have it. That was my review for 1993's Carlito's Way, another classic in Pacino's library of already, many classic movies. Such an amazing catalog of film, and yeah, here's another great one added to it. Another fantastic banger of a film. Absolutely love it. 9 stars out of 10 again. Next movie we're going to cover, which I'll reveal in just a few minutes, is probably not going to fare so well, and that's a little lesser film for me. However, we've really been on the streak now with Dick Tracy, Godfather Part 3, Frankie and Johnny, Glengarry Glen Ross, Son of a Woman, Carlito's Way. What a amazing batch of films there in the early 90s, right? And there's still some more classics to come, but yeah, like I said, for next week we're going to be covering a bit of a lesser Al Pacino film. He's going to re-team with director James Foley, who directed him in Glengarry Glen Ross. Even though he's top billed here on this DVD, and probably he's a top billed actor in the cast credits as well, he plays more of a sort of supporting role of sorts. Next week we're taking a look at Two Bits, which is known here in the Netherlands anyway. This is a Dutch DVD as A Day to Remember, but yeah, it is Two Bits is the more internationally known title, which actually is a story about a kid. Pacino plays the grandfather. We're going to get into that next week, but this is another reunion film of sorts, as this one also has Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio, who of course played his sister Gina in Scarface. So yeah, that film is up on the menu for next week. Anyway, this has been 101 Bronson with the review for Carlito's Way once again, and yeah, I will see you next week for Two Bits. So join me on that episode. I hope you're all well, stay safe and healthy, take care. Keep punching, and we will see you next week for Two Bits. Hooah! Take care.